I think I just muted it though. Can you hear me now? Okay. So you didn't hear my song? I love it when they call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you a true player. Greetings, greetings. Yeah. Grand rising to all, and to all a good day. How was y'all doing? How was y'all morning? I just had breakfast. I had some eggs and toast. The usual. Biggie and Diddy, right. Biggie and Diddy in the chat right now. What's up, y'all? I hate this freaking vape. It just seems like it's just flavor. It don't do nothing. This one actually does something. This one does, but that one doesn't. You saved me some. Oh no, I ate it all. But I can make you some. It's easy. You just get some boiled eggs. Chop up the boiled eggs. Throw some salt. Throw some pepper. Throw some butter. Get you some toast, some butter and jelly toast, and boom. Breakfast simple and good. You like this one? You tried this one before? This one is Ice Wave, but it's tobacco, so it's like a mellow flavor. But it's like you can't feel the hit. You just tasting the flavor, and that's what I don't like about it. Maybe the mesh or something is just, I don't know. The mesh coil, something. You like bacon? You said no bacon? I don't do bacon like that. I had a good night though. I had a good sleep. I had a weird dream. I'm gonna try to remember my dream though. Um, I can't remember it, but it was a crazy dream. I don't know. If I remember it, I'll talk about it. Other than dreams where you just wake up like, okay, this about to be a good day. It was one of them dreams. Like, I don't know. I'm from Ohio. Where you from? Usually I can remember my dreams, but this one gonna have to come back to me because I'm curious my dream. I just know it was a good dream. That's all I know. I ain't want to get up for them type of dreams that you don't want to get up from. But then I had to pee, so I had to get up. Oh, you from Chicago? Nice. people complaining, talking about it's a long. I mean, it's supposed to be cold right now. It's really not. September. I mean, hot. Summer don't end until September. Uh, well, September is right around the corner. So like towards the end of September, that's when it start. It should start getting like nippy. No, no. Why would you say that? No. I'm the type that hold my bladder though. I hold my bladder to the last minute. And it was the last minute, so I had to hop up, like, hold up. You know. Thank you. What y'all do to get up in the morning? Do y'all drink coffee? You a coffee drinker? Yeah. I think that sounds about right. Yep. Same here. And it actually does wake you up too. I'm surprised a lot of people just don't do that. Just drink water in the morning. Because it wake me up. You know? Ain't nothing like being hydrated once you wake up, because sometimes you can wake up with dry throat. Plus, it's like fasting. Because you're going all night without eating. So it's like you're going, depending on what time you go to sleep, you going to sleep for like about a day, basically. Because most people go to sleep like 11. So that's like, what, 14 hours you sleep? Well, no. At least 7 to 8 hours. And you wake up, you ain't ate nothing. It's like when you sleep, you fasting for real. Especially those who don't eat at night. What's up, George? I bet it do. Especially if you haven't drunk coffee in a while. I'm pretty sure like it cramp you up. And then you go to the bathroom. I feel like coffee drags you. Depending on how you like it. You know, you can like it with a lot of creamer, a lot of sugar. When I started drinking coffee, I was like 16 years old. And once I tasted it, I cannot put it down. I cannot put it down. I was like, oh snap. This my new hit. It was my new drug. I was like, I don't do drugs, but coffee, that's a drug for kids for real. Because it had me up all night. And I loved it. But I was doing the most until, later on. And then I started drinking like a little bit, like it was like probably a lot of sugar, but less creamer. No, a lot of creamer, less sugar. And then I went down to like less sugar, less creamer. And then I went to milk. And then I went to straight black coffee with probably some creamer. I mean, with not cream. Well, sometimes maybe with creamer. No, straight black coffee with what was it? With milk, because I started learning like, I'm curious when it comes to natural stuff. So I'm just like, okay, maybe, because I got tired of just feeling nothing when I drank the coffee. Like before, I was drinking it just for the taste, but then as you learn, you be like, okay, so coffee grounds, it should work better by itself, but then it depends on the light, heavy, or medium. So I always went for I wanted to go for heavy, and I wound up going for medium. I mean dark. Light, heavy, medium, or dark. So I wanted to get dark coffee because I heard that dark coffee wakes you up without the cream or without the sugar, because it's just natural. I wanted to get the natural feel of coffee without anything else added to it. I had White Castle last night. Them White Castle hamburgers, I don't know what y'all, I don't know. Because they good, but at the same time, it's just like, it's a teaser to a real hamburger. Like, I mean, I never, like, when I was younger, I heard I liked White Castle, but I really ain't been too pressed about White Castle because I like the tomatoes. I like everything on my burger. Tomatoes, onions, stuff like that. I'm about to turn off this video real quick, though. I gotta go check my laundry, and then I'm gonna come back out. So y'all just gonna hear a lot of noise. I can't have my video on while I'm in here, so I'm gonna turn it off real quick, and I'll be right back. Asthma time, y'all. She got her happy. Like the one they dream about. It could be me, baby. In a 3-bedroom house. Couldn't be me, baby. I heard that girls never learn. What's up, butterfly? I'm doing my laundry right now. I can't have video on while I'm in the building, but I can, but I choose not to because they're making a big deal out of it. But I'm gonna talk to y'all in a minute. I'm going back outside.
Sleep.
Yeah, he's not a morning person.
Okay.
It's it's hard getting him up during the weekday. I mean during the weekend.
Oh. No, that's right. You better let him get his rest. I said you better let him get his rest. I had to let my daughter get her rest too because she been getting up so early for school.
Yeah, he get up during lunchtime. Now. That's around the time he get up. That's late.
Why not need to get up at 12? It's close to 1.
Man.
I'm right there. All right.
Right.
Nice sleep.
I ain't complaining.
I know.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. I like a group right now. Here, I'll fix this scarf. I think I should do an audio live and turn off the camera. I feel like everybody is a mushroom. I feel like mushrooms, they mean something, you know. I looked it up before too. Well, I guess scientifically it just means the soil is very fertilized. But spiritually, I feel like it's like I would say if I was just to, you know, make an idea of it, I would just say that whenever a mushroom pops up randomly, it just means that there's somebody in the midst of your environment or your circumstances that has mushroom-like mind tendencies. That's what I would say. Just my little idea, my perspective. When I do get my place, though, I want to get some mushrooms. That's something I always wanted to do. Like, I want to eat mushrooms. Like, I want to taste a whole bunch of different mushrooms because I heard of their benefits, as well as, like, not the high mushrooms, not shrooms, but regular mushrooms. See what they actually do for your body, because I really don't eat mushrooms. I barely eat mushroom, but I heard they good for you. Yeah, I'm back. What does that even mean? You said you look like you would smell different awake. What does that mean? And hello, Hunter. Welcome in. Everybody do got they own smell when they wake up, though, because I guess it depends on like how long you've been around them too. Because if you've been with a person for years and you waking up next beside them, it's like they ain't gonna have that smell. You're immune to their smell, but I don't know. I keep thinking about like morning breath and stuff. Yeah, butterfly in here. That's the first time I ever heard that. He said, "You look like you smell different." Like, what? What does that even mean? He probably said it and left out. Like, I hate when people say stuff and then they leave, trying to take your mind. That was a bad impression on Hunter. Can I do what again? They say there was a man fatally shot. A man fatally shot his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend with her gun. Hmm. Man be crazy over that woman. I used to take that as a good thing because I would love for a man to be overprotective over me. But I don't know. It's good and it's bad that comes with that. I would rather a man no, because even if he crazy over you, he still gonna act. He gonna act that way towards you. But if it's your ex-boyfriend, though, I mean, if it's your ex-girl, she said, well, if it's your ex-girlfriend and she moved on, why would you shoot her boyfriend? So I say, yeah, I think that's what happened. Exactly. Not to that extent, to a certain extent. Because why would you? I couldn't be with a man like that. I don't like a man with guns, period, because that bothers me. If you got a gun and you with me, I don't like no guns in my house. I don't like no guns in my presence. I don't like no guns at all. You cannot have no guns when you with me, because I just feel a certain way. I feel like, my spirit, spiritually, I feel like my spirit is not comfortable being in my own home if somebody brings a gun into my home. Like, my spirit can't dwell in that place at all. You know, he couldn't, but why would you? Okay, so depending on what the situation was, he let her go. He broke up with her. He broke her heart, and she broke up with him. Why not just try? If you really love her that much, then keep fighting for her. Because there's certain people on this earth that you only, like, you fall in love. There's certain people that fall in love once, and once that person is gone, then it's just like, it's either transition, you change in a way, and they just can't be without that person. So it's just like, you either fight for that person, you keep that person close to you, but don't take it to the point where you killing people in their lives, making their lives, a living hell because they can't be with you, because they're not going to be with you now because you just killed my boyfriend. So it's just like, why would I be with you? I won't even look at you. I won't even get close to you, because now I feel like you're a threat to me. You might kill me. It all depends on how you want a man that loves you. Yeah. You gotta be really direct when it comes to relationships. But then again, even if you're not direct spiritually, if you a spiritual person, I feel like intentionally it'll find you regardless. So you asking what kind of music do I like, or what kind of music do I know? I like all types of music. I just don't like hard metal, hard rock at all. I don't like rock music. Um, if it got like a beat and a rhythm to it that's kind of smooth, then I would tolerate it. But any other music except those. She like Puffy and Biggie. I really don't, though. I could care less about Puffy and Biggie. Or Diddy. I don't really listen to their music, but I hear about them and I know of them. Yeah, I don't. Look at Big Papa like, hold up. Did you just say that? Yeah, I like soul. I'm not too much of a jazz fan. Um, yeah. I just don't resonate with jazz music for some reason. Maybe it's too slow for me, or it just don't got enough lyrics. Too much instrumental. We are. When it's not about the music, because I mean, let me get to know you personally. A person, can like you for you without the music. That's one thing I wouldn't. I don't resonate with him with music. Maybe if I got to know him personally, then that's a whole different it'd be a different understanding there. But I don't know him personally. I don't really resonate with his music too much to the point where I can't sit there and listen and just like try to understand it. I will have to force myself to actually listen to his music. Old school hip hop and rap. No, I don't like old school rap. Um, really don't like old school hip hop. I'm more of a um, I don't know. It depends. Like I'm not really too picky about my music. No, I don't listen to Tupac, but he got some good lyrics. Like I can read his lyrics, but I can't listen to his music. Like his lyrics is dope. I could definitely, I can read the lyrics, but I don't like the music. Yeah. It couldn't be me, babe. I like, okay, so I'm gonna name some artists that I like. So I like Kehlani. I like Erica Badu. I like Nicki Minaj's music. I like Tori Kelly. Um, her. Um, Aniko. I used to always like Pretty Ricky as well. I like his music. Um, who else do I like? I like Beyonce. I like Lil Wayne. I only liked 50 Cent lustfully. I really didn't like his music like that. Yes, I love Lauryn Hill. I like Lauryn Hill as well. Um, Jessie Reyes. I like Jessie Reyes. TLC, Destiny's Child. I can't think of this one singer that I'm thinking about. I like Dej Loaf. Michael Jackson, number one fan, love him. Like Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole. Um, Man wise, I don't got too many male artists off the top of my head, but some music I like theirs too. Yes, everybody be like, yeah, like Nicki Minaj stuff. Yes, I do like Nicki Minaj. I like all her music. We go way back on the music side. Um, she basically her music just guided me through life. So I was going through a whole bunch of dark times. Even with Pills and Potions was my signature. Um, my signature growing up in life because I was always on pills, and then I always functioned, you know, pills and potions can mean so many things, like pills and, taking pills, just doing drugs, or in a way of potions, liquor, alcohol, different stuff, like stuff that you handcraft. Like it can be so many different things. Something that just gives you that mushroom like mentality, that mushroom like mindset. You wake up feeling good, and a lot of stuff don't really. I don't know. She got a lot of depression in it. She got a lot of insecurity. It's like it's her growing phases. Her music just resonate with me. No, I don't have Instagram. I'm not really a Prince fan. I do have Instagram, but I don't know my password, so I don't be on it. Not really a Prince fan at all. I think it's just one song that I like by him just because it's really deep. But no, I'm not really a person for Prince. I used to have a crush on a one guy from Five Heartbeats. He was tall. He had glasses. He was so cute, and he can sing. He reminded me of my brother's dad, because that's how my brother's dad was. But he was like a player, but I don't know. Oh, I like K Michelle as well. I like K Michelle. Um, Carrie Hilson. I like a little bit of her songs. I like the one girl is Beyonce's sis Solange. I like Solange. Um, I used to like the Backstreet Boys growing up. I used to like them. Everybody's go to was the guy with the blue eyes, but I think I like the blonde head. I think that's who I had a crush on once upon a time. I like so many different music. I like a lot of music, different types. Um, the one who beat up Jake. Remember Montel Jordan? No. Who was that? And who was Leon? The one that beat up Jay-Z. Or Jagsy. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yeah, I like that song. Mm-hmm. This is how we do it. I mean that song is cool. It's cool. It's something that I can dance to and I can get but it's not my favorite. It's not a song that I would just turn on my radio and listen to, or it's not a song that I would add to my playlist. It's just a random song to me. In the elevator, which one is that? Like I have to hear the songs. Some songs I do remember by name, but some songs I just gotta hear it to remember it. I liked Amarion was one of my favorites because I loved his music. I loved Icebox. I got this icebox where my heart used to be. That was one of my favorite songs. Um, Nirvana, I'm guessing no. It rings a bell. But there's a lot of new artists that I like as well now too. I liked Usher, definitely liked Usher. Confessions, all his confessions. Oh my gosh, they freaking scared me. The way they be like moving, it feel like they running like right, like they so close you can feel them. Like oh my gosh, I like R. Kelly. R. Kelly was my go-to. Um, who else did I like? Mm, I like a whole bunch of songs. I had to remember though a lot of songs. I mean, a lot of artists. I like Sierra. I didn't like Missy Elliott like that. I couldn't just listen to her music. I like Little Kim just because but I don't think I liked Little Kim. I only started listening to Little Kim and started like exploring her music because people used to say I looked like Little Kim. So I went to start like I went to see what type of music she was like into, like what her music was about, to get to know her a little bit. But I liked a couple of her songs. I wouldn't say I liked all of her music. I like Katy Perry. I like Christina. Is it Katy Perry? Christina, not Christina Aguilera. It's a different one. Um, I like Evanescence. I like Leona Lewis. Um, why can't I remember the guys though? I really didn't listen to too many guys. But Lil Wayne was my go-to. Lil Wayne's music, man. His lyrics, man. He was just the top notch for me. I loved Lil Wayne. Um, I loved his style too. Like Lil Wayne was so different. His not only was his music different, but he was different. I liked Lil Wayne a lot. Um, let's see. I don't really like Chris Brown. The only reason I didn't like Chris Brown, I think I did once upon a time, but then my mom showed me a picture of my dad, and when I tell y'all my dad and Chris Brown favored each other, I'm like, oh no, oh no, I can't, I don't like him, like, and then he had the cheekbones just like my dad. I'm like, nah, I can't mess with Chris Brown. I don't like Chris Brown just because he looked like my dad. Um, I still remember that picture to this day. Like he had on his beater. I guess it was like a model photo or something. He was taking like a photo shoot once upon a time, and in that picture he looked exactly like Chris Brown. I was like, nah. Um, who else? I liked I liked Taylor Swift once upon a time. Um, Advil, love her. Advil Lavigne, loved her music because I resonated with her a lot. Um, let's see. I don't know. There's a lot of music I can think about. TV shows that I used to be into. I used to watch That's So Raven. I used to watch Sister Sister. I liked Sister Sister just because they was twins, and you just got to see the different sides of them. I used to watch Parent Trap. I loved Parent Trap. Titanic, of course. Um, I don't know. What else did I used to watch when I was younger? Oh, I used to watch Miley Cyrus, and that is one of my favorite artists too, as well. I like Miley Cyrus too, just because like okay, so I used to watch her show because she resonated with me because at one point, like when I was younger, I was always wearing braids, and then I went from braids into wigs, and I just felt like I felt her with a passion because I couldn't be myself, the best of both worlds. So it's like that song when it came on, you got the best of both worlds. So it's like I felt like I was living my life and I was who I truly was, but at the same time I wasn't who I truly was because I always had to mask it. Every time I went to school or every time I went to work, I had to mask who I was just to fit in or just to be liked. But then when I came outside of who that person was, it's like I was invisible. Like I was a ghost. When she took off her wig, she would be a ghost. Like when she wasn't Miley Cyrus, she was when she wasn't Hannah Montana, she was Miley Cyrus. So that's how I felt like my life was. I had to dress up and be this way for recognition and attention. But then when I went back to who I was just like, who was that person? Like I was a completely, totally different person. Like I looked totally different, and then I come back to who I am, and you wouldn't even recognize me. That's how I felt. You wouldn't even recognize me. But coming back to Akron, a lot of people recognize me. I'm like, how do y'all recognize me? I used to wear contacts. I used to wear wigs. I used to wear makeup. I used to have piercings. I used to be super skinny, like toothpick, slim, slim. People said I was slim thick, but I seen myself as a freaking toothpick. Um, but yeah, Miley Cyrus has resonated with my life, a lot of my life growing up. That was my favorite show. I used to just reflect my whole life through Miley Cyrus, through Hannah Montana, the show Hannah Montana. And then when she came out with that song Wrecking Ball, oh yeah, Alicia Keys too. I like Alicia Keys. But when she came out with that song Wrecking Ball, I was like oh my gosh, like that was a moment of my life. Wrecking Ball was a moment of my life. That song hit home with a passion. Um, Girl on Fire hit home with a passion as well. Especially the one with Nicki Minaj. The one that's featuring Nicki Minaj, that hit home with the passion. Um, but yeah. But I'm about to get out of here. So I gotta see if my son is up. He usually don't wake up till like probably 10:30. He's probably not up right now, but I need to go check. I watched iCarly as well, but it was like I ain't really watch. Oh, Zach and Cody. I used to love, what was it? Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I used to watch that just like I watched Hannah Montana. Like I used to watch them all the time. I could not miss a show. Um let's see. Then that brings me back to one of my favorite movies, Avatar. I like Avatar as well. I don't know. I'm just everywhere right now, just remembering what I like, what I used to like. Um, I feel like you lose a lot of your memories, a lot of the memories of what used to make you who you are, like who made a lot of these. You lose yourself in different relationships. Just like the relationships that you go through kind of put you on a backfire. I've never been in a relationship yet where I can just be who I am and explore who I am. You know, where I'm not put on a back burner, you know, where I'm not suppressing who I am for somebody else. So I feel like that's what a lot of relationships does. Um, I like Monica, Whitney Houston, and Brandy. I like Brandy, but I didn't like her show Moesha. I could not stand that show. Like if I was to watch it today, oh, I also liked 101. 101. I used to like that show too. But I cannot stand Moesha. Not just because they used to call me Moesha. It's like you look like Moesha. That's how skinny I was in high school. And, growing up all the way up until I would say like 11th, 12th grade, I start, putting on my true weight and stuff like that. But Moesha, no, even 12th grade, I think I was skinny. No, that's because I was pregnant. So I was pregnant in 12th grade. But Moesha, they used to call me Moesha. They be like, Moesha, Moesha. They said I used to look like her. And then they called me Moesha because I had Mo as well. But they said I used to look like Moesha. And that used to make me so mad because I go to her show. I'm like, I don't look nothing like that girl. But they used to say I look like her. I didn't see it though. Um, in high school, every time I went to class, they'd be like, Moesha. Like, no. It was either Moesha, Janet Jackson, or Little Kim. Those was the three names I was always called. Moesha, Janet Jackson, and Little Kim. Okay, have a nice day at work. It was good in chatting with you. You too. Hope to see you too. Um, what's some more? Um, I kind of used to like even Steven a little bit. Just a little bit. I ain't really sink into the show like that, but I did like it a little bit. Um, I hated Malcolm in the Middle. I hated Everybody Hates Chris. I hated those shows. Um, I used to watch High School Musical. I liked High School Musical. I liked the other show that's like High School Musical. I can't think of what that show is called though. But that's one of the shows I couldn't miss a season. Um, I used to watch Camp Rock. Um, a little Chipmunk. Like I see squirrels so much. Like when you see a chipmunk, it's just like okay, enough squirrels. I should tell you the same thing. You don't want going to school. I mean, going to work, being around people. Um, I only liked 101 because I liked her dad. Her dad was cute. All right, see you later. Let's see what else. So going way, way back, I used to watch Franklin. I hated Arthur. I didn't like Arthur. Um, I used to watch, what is it called? Roly Poly or Polioli, something like that. I used to watch that. I used to love that show. I was a Barney fan for a little bit, to the point where I still remember the songs. I used to like Barney a lot. Um, I couldn't get into Teletubbies. It even got to a point where I became curious about Teletubbies when I got older, because I couldn't watch it as a kid. But as I got older, I feel like Teletubbies has more meaning to it because it's just so. Why is that chipmunk just like? It's just there. Like, what is you doing? Um, but I feel like Teletubbies, even though it's a baby show, No, okay, so I didn't want to get into Teletubbies. I didn't care about Teletubbies until I had kids, and I wanted my kids to be into Teletubbies for some reason. I wanted my babies, when they were babies, I tried to force them to watch Teletubbies, because I could not get into it. And the more I got them to watch it, the more I got to like become a little bit curious about like what the heck Teletubbies was about. Like Teletubbies was weird because they didn't talk, they danced barely. And then they would always go into their little holes. They'd come out and then they'd go down to their holes. And they'd go into this like little factory looking thing. I'm like, what the heck? What planet are y'all on? And then y'all would come out of the holes and then y'all come up just for a little bit and be laughing and stuff and go back in y'all holes. Like, what the heck? What creatures were they? What were Teletubbies? I don't even know what they were. Was they bears? Oh, but we used to have Teletubbies as kids. Like we had these little plush toys that were Teletubbies. We had every color. I liked Rugrats. My favorite Rugrat was Tommy. I loved Tommy. I had a Tommy plush toy. My brother had Chucky. I had Tommy. Um, I liked Bratz, the Bratz cartoon. I don't know, just going through the memories right now. But yeah, we gonna carry on some other time. I'm about to get in here. I gotta finish doing my hair. I gotta do something to my head. And I don't know. Um, Today I am washing my laundry. I don't got too much planned for today. I'm gonna go check for my packages today as well as soon as we get dressed. And then we gonna come back and chill out because I really don't want to do nothing this weekend. I did everything. I've been up and out all week, so I'm just trying to chill this weekend. Probably be on my phone and watch videos and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all next time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Big Papa left to work. Diddy, it was nice talking to you. Um, Butterfly, always appreciate you coming in. Bobby home. Um, Rashawn. Hunter. I don't know if I appreciate him though because he came in and said something and left. So he left a bad impression. So yeah, I always appreciate y'all time, George. I always appreciate y'all time, and I look forward to coming on and talking to y'all again sometime soon. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anybody. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Because he was only here for a little bit, but he do show up all the time. I think I said his name already though. But yeah, I'm out of here. I'll talk to y'all next time. Go to my videos, like, comment, subscribe. Share. Okay, I messed up. Okay, so like, comment, subscribe. Be notified. Share at your own free will to show you care. Stay notified for my next video and stay notified for my next live. You have to hit the notification button to stay notified and to be notified. So yeah, if you don't like, comment. If you don't comment, share. If you don't share, hit the notification button. And no pressure. But yeah, I will talk to y'all next time. Bye.